Hey, it's Sarah Seidelman, and I wanted to share a little bit about diving back into social interactions post-COVID. Last week, I had this spontaneous desire to get together with people and to invite people over to my house, which I haven't done in a long time. I think I had one COVID outside fire or something like that, but I really haven't done a lot socially. Inviting people over to the house. Anyway, it was interesting to watch myself. There was a part of me that wanted to invite people over and was super excited about that. And then there was a part of me that wanted to stay isolated, that was scared maybe nobody wanted to come over, scared maybe, I don't know, that we wouldn't have much to talk about, or that we've all maybe like grown apart or gotten so different. Just all these different fears came up. And but I know that social connection is super important to me, and I want to foster and maintain these relationships and connect with people. So I sort of pushed down that fear and invited people over, and I'm so glad that I did. We had a wonderful time, and then a day later, the same sort of thing popped up. I was like, oh, I want to do something tonight. And a part of me again wanted to invite a bunch of people to a movie, and then another part of me is like, what if nobody wants to come? What if everybody else already has a life, and they're going to be bowling with their friends, or they have some, something else that they're already planning on doing, and maybe even fear that like I'm abnormal and I don't have things to do, so therefore I have to call people. I mean, it was kind of fascinating actually to watch myself. But again, I forced myself to text somebody and just said, hey, I want to go to this movie. And it ended up being so much fun. And then my dad called at the last minute and was like, hey, I don't have anything going on. And I'm like, hey, do you want to come to this movie with us? And it was so wonderful. And even if it had been average, or even if it had been okay, I think it still was better than me staying isolated. So I just wanted to share that I think all of us have a part of us that is always going to be kind of lobbying for staying home or staying alone, or playing it safe. But I would invite all of us to try to overcome that part of ourselves just a little bit and make that call, make that text, make that bid for connection. Because really, that's where the magic possibly is. I mean, the possibility is all in that space. I mean, yes, we need solitude too, obviously, but I just wanted to share that with you in case you're struggling with reaching out to people. So have a beautiful day. Mwah! And know that I'm always here to support you with coaching, with shamanic healing. And I have a 100-day project coming up. We're going to have our first gathering will be May 15th, but our project is really officially starting June 1st. So anyway, we're going to be doing 100 days of creative acts, and you're going to design your own project. And this comes from last year, my project. I did 100 days of hilarious book titles, self-help book titles. I illustrated them, and that was a lot of fun. And I actually ended up, making some t-shirts from it. So if you're feeling the draw towards being creative, but you keep kind of falling down on that and not being able to commit to yourself, this can be a really powerful thing, because we're going to have a community of people, and there's something really magical, like going together and all moving in mass, really is helpful and empowering. And I've been learning that, and that's why I keep sharing things like this, because you don't have to go it alone, and going it alone is never as fun as going together. So all right. And you can find out more about that in the link in bio, or I'll put a link in this video also.